father died in 1996 from lung cancer, and he was a smoker all his life, I think since he was a teenager. And he hadn't really tried to quit. And he was diagnosed in, I think, February, and he died by the end of May. So it was pretty fast. And it was not something I would like to see other people go through just because of smoking. Well, it was hard at the time because he came home and he passed away at home, so we had to, take care of him, and it was hard watching somebody that was so healthy, and then all of a sudden, he can't breathe, and there's nothing you can do, so you have the oxygen, and he was still craving the cigarettes until he couldn't get out of bed anymore, so, yeah.
Wow.
It was awful. My mother quit, but only after she had a heart condition from smoking.
Okay.
But she was able to quit cold turkey on her own with very little trouble. I was always against smoking anyway, because I remember growing up watching them smoke in the house, and you could just see the smoke in the air. And then he stopped smoking in the house when I was about 20 or so. Tried it when I was young, but it was never something that I wanted to do. Tried it, did it, but it wasn't for me. It was gross, and we used to put toothpaste in our mouth right to get the smell out and try to hide it. But then, my parents both smoked, so they wouldn't have smelt it on me because it was already on me from their cigarettes. I would hate to see any of my kids start smoking, and thankfully they don't. I have an almost 18-year-old and an 8-year-old and a 2-year-old. Well, recently my son was invited to a birthday party sleepover, and it was at a house that I had never been to, so I drop him off, and immediately you open the door, you could smell the cigarettes. So I knew they were smoking in the house, and if I had known that beforehand, I would not have brought him over there to have a sleepover or to even just go to a birthday party over there. I've always just been really open about talking about smoking and all the things that can happen, especially with my father dying from lung cancer. I avoid anything that would expose them to cigarettes. I know the statistics, and that the rate of smoking is so high, and maybe I'm not thinking about it objectively, but I know that there are a lot of smokers back home, but now with the new legislation, you can't smoke in all the public places. I think that's a great thing, because people used to smoke at work and wherever before, and now you don't have to go somewhere and come back smelling like an ashtray. My name is Selma Ford. I'm originally from Nain, Inuit, and I live in Ottawa now for the past 5 years, and I work at Inuit, Canada.